Well, this is exactly the halfway point of the basho, tempting to wonder who's going to win this basho. It's the man most likely to win it. His win rate is second highest. Takanonami has a higher win rate, but we haven't seen him for a while. And behind, or with him rather, Tochiazuma. He's got the same record, 7 straight wins, and Hayateumi. Tochiazuma, maybe, we've never seen him close to winning a basho before. Hayateumi will probably run out of steam. So it seems like it's Masashi Maru who'll be there. Other possibilities are Kyokushuzan and Takanonami. Takanonami possibly, he's won 2 bashos in the past. Who's to say he couldn't win one again? Well, let's get into our first bout. It's Otsukasa versus Kitazakura. Kitazakura, the salt chucker, salt shaker. He chucks a lot of salt. Says that it's not easy to do, that he had to take special lessons. Well, Otsukasa there handled him quite easily. Considerable weight difference between the two, but this Otsukasa, short squat wrestler in his 11th Makuuchi basho, handles Kitazakura in his 3rd basho. Now we have Tamarikido. He's ex-amateur champion, came from the Meiji University stable, fighting Takanonami, never fought before. Takanonami is not generally reckoned to have a good touchy eye. That's a good start. So Tamarikido somewhat deceived there. Now we see the arms of Takanonami lock round. We've seen him fight so many times this way. It's a double arm lock, and there you see how it works. Beautifully done by Takanonami. Well, that's a veteran showing a newcomer what it's all about. 7th win for Takanonami. Could this man come through and win this tournament? Been some time since he won. It was about 97, as I recall. He won his last basho. Now Hayateumi fights Kyokushuzan. These two have fought twice previously. Hayateumi's won 2 of them. Now, if Hayateumi wins this one, which he does, so Hayateumi takes that one. Let's watch that one again. It's a very quick action there. Who steps out first? That's the who touchdown. Difficult to say, isn't it? But Hayateumi gets the referee's call there. So that's 8 wins for him, and at this stage, 8 straight wins. Extremely good result, and Kachikoshi. So Maigasha at 10. He'll shoot considerably up the ranks in the next ranking adjustment. Wakanoyama, 4 losses, so 4 wins so far. Fights Higonoumi, who's got 4 losses. Used to have had 6 matches previously. Wakanoyama won 4 of them, and that's the 5th one. So not a lot of resistance there from Higonoumi, but he does have, as we can see, a very injured right shoulder, well taped up. And let's watch that one again. So Wakanoyama comes out fairly slow from the touchy eye, drops his head, bangs in, and it was that head dropping down which caused Higonoumi to go for a slap down on the back of the neck, but he couldn't handle it. He was driven out. Now Chiyotenzan from the Kokonoe stable. Well, he, along with Chiyotaikai, only 2 Makuuchi or Juryo wrestlers fighting from that stable. Amazing when you think before they used to have 2 Yokozunas, was Chiyonafuji and Hokuto Umi from that stable. Very powerful combination. So there, Tamakasuga wins that one. 3rd win for him, 5th loss for Chiyotenzan. Daizen fights Oginishiki. Oginishiki married with a couple of kids. He lives like a lot of these married rikishi. He lives outside the stable, although when it comes up to a basho, they often move in and train in the dormitory-like atmosphere of the Heya. So Daizen wins that one. 3rd win for him. Seems to be picking up a little bit. And that was the 7th loss for Oginishiki. Most of the rikishi stay single up till about 28, 29. Then they get married, and that's then it's okay for them to live outside the stable. Now, Dejima against Akinoshima. Akinoshima in his 82nd basho. Dejima in his 29th. What a wealth of experience and difference between the two of them. Akinoshima seemed to treat that one with a certain amount of disdain. Dejima charged out, and Akinoshima pirouetted a little bit like a bullfighter and just let Dejima sail past. Very easily done. So third win for Akinoshima and fifth loss for Dejima. Takanowaka, noble and young is what his name means, fights Tosanoumi, which means the Sea of Tosa, a place name in Japan. Quite often the word mountain or sea figures in these rikishi's names, their fighting names. Well, Takanowaka before this bout only had one win. That was his second win, much relieved by that. And that was the sixth loss for Tosanoumi. So not doing at all well is Tosanoumi. Previous two bashos, he had kachikoshi, that's 8 wins each time. Tochiazuma coming out, looks though he hasn't shaved. Sometimes the wrestlers don't shave as they come up to a basho. Quite a superstitious bunch, like to stick to habits that have worked in the past. Now, Tamanoshima, 153 kilos, fights Wakanosato at 151 kilos. So over 300 pounds of body weight each, 600 pounds of muscle and fat fighting here. Not too fat though, the pair of them. Wakanosato's very heavily muscled. Well, they're locked in tight now. It's going to be a battle of strength. Wakanosato's certainly got that strength, and he drives Tamanoshima right to the edge and holds him, locks him out, and nudges him over. So yorikiri win for Wakanosato. He's a man who's been doing sumo for a long time. Started when he was at primary school. 25 years old. That's nearly 20 years in sumo so far. Now Asashoryu fights Kaiho. Well, these are two lightweight wrestlers. So how will Asashoryu do with this one? He'll probably come out, slap the face, thrust the face. He'll give Kaiho a lot of stick. Let's see how it goes. Well, there he's going for the face, as we thought. Kaiho's trying to lock in there. Well, he's a real hard case, this Asashoryu. Comes from a tough people. They have their own style of wrestling, very similar to sumo's, called boch. And they do have some problems with that, apparently. I was talking to a Mongolian the other day who says they, as it's become more commercialized, it's they've had problems. But sumo's very popular, and more Mongolians are doing sumo, Japanese style. So Tochiazuma fights Toki. Well, Tochiazuma's got 7 straight wins. He's one criticism of him, voiced by some of the elders of the Sumo Association, is he needs to learn to use his shoulders more effectively, a bit like the now retired Kotonishiki used to do. Kotonishiki, the Hiramaku wrestler, the low-ranking wrestler who twice won a tournament, was very good at using his shoulders to nudge the bigger wrestlers around and out. So Toki, much bigger, some 30 kilos heavier than Tochiazuma. So can Tochiazuma maintain his straight win record? Both locked in tight. You can see them both controlling each other's elbows. So they'll look for a snap down. There it is. So Toki takes that one. Suddenly released the pressure and snapped Tochiazuma down. So hatakikomi win there for Toki. So 6th win for Toki and first loss for Tochiazuma. Well, probably didn't go as planned for Tochiazuma. He normally locks in on the belt, but Toki's long arms kept him at bay. Very even start there, as we can see in slow motion. But there, those arms of Toki pushing Tochiazuma back. A couple of slaps as well in the middle of all that. Some of those slaps can knock a man out, as we've seen, and there was the pull down. Now we have another Mongolian coming up. Not this one, this is Japanese, Kodomitsuki, whose name means something like Japanese harp, shining joy. Work that one out. And he's fighting Rising Sun, Heavenly Phoenix, so quite complicated names for these two. Sumo's not complicated, it's rough and simple. Wow, look at that throw there from Kodomitsuki. Now that was like the thing that, the throw that Asashoryu tried yesterday, except he missed. But Kodomitsuki didn't miss that time. That leg of his lifted on the inside of Kyoku Tenho's leg and spun him over beautifully. So fourth win for Kodomitsuki, third loss for Kyoku Tenho. Now Musoyama fights Katanowaka. These two had 31 head-to-heads before. Musoyama won 21 of them. So Musoyama closer to the start line, closes the gap more quickly. But he loses it. Katanowaka manages to just turn him slightly, get round to the rear, and forces him out from that position. A okuridashi win there for Katanowaka. He once, this man once had Kodomitsuki as his skibito, or assistant. That sign there says, good luck, Kaiho. He comes from this part of the world, so it's the locals urging him on. So now we have Kaiho against Tokitsumi. Never fought before. Tokitsumi 133 kilos, Kaiho 170, much the bigger of the two. But either he's good or he's bad. There's no halfway with Kaiho. And there, Tokitsumi wins, first time ever against Kaiho, and he takes a win. And that was also his first win. So this is the man who's won 7 straight losses. If he'd lost this one, it would have been Makikoshi. So suddenly he reverses that and beats Kaiho, one of the strongest men around. So an upset there for the Ozeki Kaiho. He needs to get at least 8 wins this basho to maintain his rank. That was his third loss. We see that deep double grip right underneath both of Kaiho's arms, and he gets forced out. Right, the Musubi no Ban, the closing bout of the day. It's Musashi Maru. Well, he's 30 years old, and he's heavy. He doesn't have too many serious injuries. He had a few injuries not so long ago. Hands, as I recall, or wrists, which we can see taped up. But in theory, he could keep going for quite a long time. You never get demoted from Yokozuna. If you turn in consistently bad performances, you get pressured to retire. But he could be around for some time yet. Here fighting Tochino Nada, who's beaten him twice before. And one of those was last time. So can he do it 2 times in a row? Well, he's pushing in hard there. There's those stomach thrusts, the gaburi thrusts to the stomach. Yet again, we see the big man just locking in tight, quite content to lean his weight, massive weight, into the opposition. More thrusts from Tochino Nada. It's taking him right to the edge. Can he do it? You can see that foot of Musashi Maru's is on the edge there. Just stopped him going backwards. Now he's gained a little bit of space as he moves back almost to the center. So more stomach thrusts, and you can see what effect they're having on Musashi Maru. Not very much that time. Now the big man's using his stomach. Almost gets turned and spun round. Yet again his foot is stopping that final move. And he recovers. Back to the center again almost for Musashi, and all the time this massive weight of his is wearing Tochino Nada out, and there it is finally. Tochino Nada goes over the edge. Yorikiri win there for Musashi Maru. 8 straight wins for him. That was a hard-fought bout. It's an enormous amount of weight that Tochino Nada was propping up there. Just under 500 pounds of weight. So at the end of day 8, it's Musashimaro and Hayateumi. These two wrestlers alone in the lead with 8 straight wins. Wrestler the Gyoji there calling out names. That's Tochiazuma's name he just called out. And but stay with us. We'll be back very shortly after the break with day 9.